Welcome to Mischief Wargaming. I'm John and this is Star Trek Alliance. The Dominion War rages on as we continue our story with Captains Vega and L'Sel, commanding the USS Yo and USS Combs respectively. We're now entering Act 2, a series of missions where Starfleet responds to various distress calls from the Gamma Quadrant. This mission is Evacuation. A system in the quadrant has multiple survey teams conducting research before detecting the approaching Dominion forces. The Combs and Yo have been sent to rescue as many teams as possible before the Jem'Hadar engage them. There are 3 teams on the planet. If the Federation ships can rescue 2 or more, they win. Otherwise, it's a victory for the Dominion. Once a ship collects survey teams, they can escape the board through any edge, or last until the end of turn 10. Starfleet have outfitted the 2 ships a little differently for this mission. With her increased reputation, Captain Vega's Akira-class ship has been equipped with overcharged phasers and has a tactical officer on board. Meanwhile, Captain L'Sel's Excelsior-class ship has a detection grid, photon torpedoes, and a science officer on board. The Dominion are again fielding Jem'Hadar attack ships, but begin the game with an elite alpha on the board, making them more dangerous right from the beginning. They'll also take shots at the planet if possible, needing to take out 2 survey teams to prevent Starfleet from winning. With the ships set up, the Jem'Hadar begin by rolling for their moves. This early on, both the basic attack ships move forward at speed. Similarly, with little incoming danger, both the Yo and Combs move towards the planet as fast as they can. Lastly, the Alpha banks towards the Starfleet ships. And with no ships in range for combat, the turn ends. Turn 2 sees the attack ships moving close, with the first attack ship in range of the planet. The Akira then moves forward, going on battle stations. In Alliance, planets can be moved over, but you can't end your move overlapping them, so the Excelsior is moved back just to enough to avoid it. They then use their science officer to add 2 scan tokens. After the elite ship moves, the USS Combs lowers their shields and spends one of their tokens to beam up a survey team. The elite Jem'Hadar ship opens fire on the USS Yo. After spending their battle stations token, they score 3 hits. The Akira has to use their battle stations token to keep at least some of their shields up. In return, the Akira fires on the second Jem'Hadar ship, causing 2 hits and knocking their shields offline. The USS Combs takes a shot at the elite Jem'Hadar, but at this range the shot fails to find its mark. The first attack ship engages in a planetary bombardment, as they cannot see either Starfleet ship through the planet, but it doesn't hit the survey team. The second ship returns fire at the Yo. Using their battle stations token to knock down the Akira's shields. To end the turn, the Combs raises their shields back up. The first attack ship then moves in. In Alliance, AI ships can overlap planets. They no longer block line of sight. The second ship then bumps into the Akira, skipping their action. The Akira in turn banks left and goes on evasive manoeuvres. The Excelsior banks towards the Manthei attack ships, but continues to make use of their science officer. Lastly, the elite ship slowly banks. The Combs again lowers their shields to spend both of their scan tokens to beam up the 2 remaining survey teams. If the Combs can escape the board, Starfleet wins, but if the Jem'Hadar destroy the ship, the mission is lost. With the elite ship unable to take a shot, the USS Combs opens fire on the basic attack ship. With more than enough hits, the Dominion ship is destroyed. The first attack ship opens fire on the Combs, using their battle stations token to cause enough hits to damage the Excelsior's hull. The Combs raises their shields, and at the beginning of turn 4, a new Jem'Hadar attack ship arrives on the board. Their heading is rolled for, and the reinforcements arrive in the path of the USS Yo. The original attack ship drifts forward, unable to take a shot at the Excelsior. The newly arrived ship banks towards the Akira. The Yo then ignores the new arrival, moving at full speed towards the board edge. The USS Combs makes a similar move, using evasive manoeuvres. Lastly, the elite ship turns around to try and get a shot later. But at the beginning of turn 5 it becomes clear that the Dominion have missed their chance. After the basic attack ships move, both Starfleet ships are able to reach the board edges and escape. With all 3 survey teams rescued, the Federation have scored a major victory against the Dominion. Both Starfleet captains earn 2 experience each. Captain Vega further increases her weapons reputation, wanting to turn the Akira into a dangerous torpedo boat. They never really got the chance to use their overcharged phasers, which only work at range 2, and they didn't need to use their tactical officer, but in the future some torpedoes might be more effective. Meanwhile, Captain L'Sel focuses on increasing her captain skill, reaching rank 3. This lets her add an additional crew slot to her ship. The science officer's ability to add 2 scan tokens meant the ship was able to beam up survey teams quickly and allowed the Akira to then draw fire. Having a more objective and science-based ship to couple with the more combat-orientated Akira has worked so far against the Dominion. At least in this game the Dominion seemed to be aware of Starfleet's presence, but were unable to prevent the USS Combs from securing the survey teams. For now the Dominion's influence has been kept at bay. However, it appears Starfleet has lost contact with the USS Tradisk. Another job for our captains next time. And that was the beginning of Act 2 of the Dominion War campaign. The Dominion put up more of a fight, and with some better luck they easily could have prevented Starfleet from securing all 3 survey teams. Also, placing all of the survey teams on one ship was a bit of a risk. If the Jem'Hadar had managed to take out the Excelsior, then the mission would have been lost. With the last 2 videos reshuffling, we're already back to Blood Bowl for next week, as we begin round 4 of the Mischief Cup, but we will be coming back to continue the Dominion War soon enough. Until then, thank you very much for watching, take care.